owned that building, finally had to cut him loose, and she gave him the end of the month to get out. And so he's got no way to make money now, and he's got a house that he's about to lose, and he's worried, he might, in 2 or 3 months, he might be out on the street, and he's unable to get the loan. They won't give him another loan. He's just kind of in this weird area where, he wasn't able to make his payments for a couple months, and that just snowballed into, well, now you have bad credit, now you can't, we're not going to give you any money, and now you're going to go live on the street, basically.
Okay, but great. great that you're getting all this footage. Too bad for him. Specifically now, you're going to get me the phone numbers for some of these people, their names, we can have them on the show, and so they can report to us when things happen. Tell them don't lose that number. Okay. Secondarily, I want, to get you down there to see them showing up to have their cars and their bicycles locked up as they go into the camp. Have you talked to them about letting you get into the camp, the government facility?
In the Cal Expo, I haven't. We haven't gone up there. We're going to go up there in a little while just to scout it out and see what it's like. We're going to be back at the bus depot pickup by 3, and we're going to interview some people at there's a couple of homeless shelters. Basically, from where the tent city is, you walk through a small neighborhood that's got a couple streets of houses and then a lot like industrial park type stuff. There's a concrete maker, a granite place, and then an old machine shop. And you walk through that and you hit 16th Street, and then you have a lot of the homeless shelters that are pretty much there at capacity. And but
I want you to go get footage how those are at capacity, or have you already gotten footage of that?
We have not got footage of that yet. So that's what we're hitting today. And then we're going to head back up tonight. A couple people have, they said, yeah, come back up. We'll, we'll show you how we live, how we cook dinner. And, they actually, they're able to find food. When they work, they make the money and they don't have to pay for rent. So they are able to use that money for cell phones or for food.
But the key but the key is now, if they're forced into the tent city and they've got to be out at 5, in at 3, there's no way for most of them to be able to get jobs that they now have. So here's the system making it where they can't live. Exactly.
And then by them trying to better themselves and get a job, that option is taken away from them. And that's the crazy part about it, Alex. It's like, the government wants to pretend like it's going to help these people, but by trying to help them, they're just creating them, they're making them more dependent on the system, which is what I think they want to do, to have that control over them.
All right, specifically, where is Jason right now? Is he still interviewing people?
I think he's still interviewing. I haven't seen him yet. I walked back to the car. It's about, from where we parked, it's about a half a mile hike in, and over the... Well,
I'm sorry I said I would have you on last hour, and then now I had you on this hour, so I know that kind of messed you guys up. Sometime tomorrow, do the hike all the way down through, to show, and find some of the hermits back there in the back, because we need to give people a clear picture of this. But it's key, and you're doing a great job, by the way, Rob, to get lots of footage of the other homeless shelters at capacity and this larger archipelago of homeless people now exploding in size. Get back to work, my friend. Good job.
Every 22 seconds, a violent crime is committed. Are you concerned about your personal safety? Why wait for something bad to happen when you can take action now? Be smart. Be safe. Trust pepper spray instead of your luck. Pepperspray.com is the only website you'll ever need for all your non-lethal self-defense supplies. Pepperspray.com carries one of the largest assortments of pepper spray and personal safety products on the web, including mace, animal repellents, stun guns, and tasers. Pepperspray.com also carries a large assortment of products for personal, home, child, and pet safety. Pepperspray.com is proud to feature Sabre brand pink ribbon pepper spray. For every Sabre pink ribbon pepper spray sold, a donation will be made to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. Enter the word pepper in the coupon box and you'll receive 10% off your order. So what are you waiting for? Go to pepperspray.com. That's pepperspray.com, or call 1-800-908-9988. Call today.
In the New World Order's war against humanity, Barack Obama is the tip of the spear.
We've got to have a civilian national security force that's just as powerful, just as strong, just as well-funded.
The Obama deception completely destroys the myth that Obama is working for the best interest of the American people. Well, Obama's already fudging. He's fudged since day one in this election.
If you have a demagogue with a fanatical mass movement of personality cultists who is imposing the program of a group of extreme bankers and finance oligarchs, that's fascism.
It's not about left or right. It's about a one-world government. This film documents who Obama works for, the lies he has told, and his real agenda. Get your copy of The Obama Deception today at Infowars.com or download it in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. The Obama Deception. The people strike back.
The New World Order beast is genetically modifying your food. Genetically modifying. Mixing vegetables with animals. And now experimenting with viruses. Without a long-term food solution, you will have just two options. Starve or surrender. All canned food supplies will eventually run out. What then? Grow your own healthy food and feed your family forever. SurvivalistSeeds.com is now the nation's largest bulk heirloom seed company, and it's owned by a real patriot, Big John Lipscomb. You can now have an infinite amount of healthy vegetables like a watermelon, a bundle of carrots, or tomatoes for a little more than a penny each. SurvivalistSeeds.com. And now you can go into business with Big John at SurvivalistSeeds.com by becoming an affiliate. See his link at SurvivalistSeeds.com. SurvivalistSeeds.com.
We have a guest coming up next hour to talk about her research and the horrors going on in the prisons. This whole nation's turning into a giant prison. I'm going to cover other news, like mandatory service bill lives on. Alert. We barely got it pulled out last week thanks to your actions and others. Huge viral stories on the web. Now it's back. They know we'll be less upset this time. Oh, we got to fight it again. And they do it again. Oh, we got to fight it again. That's the psychology these people use. And so we're going to be covering that. I got a big stack of news I haven't covered. We'll intersperse with the next guest as well. But I'm going to blitz through some news coming up in the next segment. I did want to make a program note here. That is, we have been working for 2 months with a consulting company to launch a super awesome Web 2.0 PrisonPlanet.tv. We're going to have... The InfoWars network works okay. We got like 9,000 members. Haven't really promoted it because it's quirky. This is a better MySpace-type system for PrisonPlanet.tv members. A whole bunch of other stuff. Better videos, better quality, better look. I mean, just wait till you see it. It's gorgeous. For PrisonPlanet.tv members. And it should launch today or tomorrow before our April 10th, 5th anniversary. 5 years of PrisonPlanet.tv. So it's 15 cents a day. $5.95 a month, get a monthly trial membership, or get a yearly membership and get 3 months free. And that also funds this operation. You get the live TV show that I simulcast with radio. Jason Berman's 9 to midnight, simulcast on the radio at Genesis, out of this studio for 3 hours with video clips, guest in studio, all of it. Just a whole other dimension of this information at PrisonPlanet.tv. All my films, my book, Paul Watson's book. The list just goes on and on. Expanded extras that aren't on the DVDs. Like Endgame 1.5 for PrisonPlanet.tv members. I want to thank all of you for your support. Some of the other sponsors I want to thank before we come back in the next hour with our next guest is eFoods Direct. And I can't say enough about this fabulous sponsor. The longest continually operating storable foods company in the nation, the biggest storable foods company in the nation, non-GMO, just super high quality, non-hybrid. Just get their 3-day responder. It's like $21.95, and it gives you a sample of the high quality foods they've got. No fillers, none of that stuff, no MSG. So be sure and go to efoodsdirect.com. They're also looking for people like Bob Dacey, the Hardware Store Incorporated here in Austin, Texas, now a distributor for them. You can get it at his place. For, good distributors, sub-distributors around the country, go to efoodsdirect.com. Call, get a free catalog, watch the free videos on their site, efoodsdirect.com, the letter E, foodsdirect.com. Big banners up on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. Or give them a call at 1-800-409-5633, 1-800-409-5633, the J. Michael Stevens Group. And one other sponsor I want to tell you about, MySolarBackup.com. That's MySolarBackup.com. A lot of things can cut your electrical power off, hurricanes, snow, ice, or the government to teach you to be a good environmental slave can cut it off a few hours a day like they're doing around the world. Listeners should move towards getting off the grid, and here's a good way to do just that. A solar power generator is now available from our longtime sponsor, Solutions from Science. It's designed to provide 800 watts of power on demand in the event of any disaster or outage. You get an emergency power backup kit, which consists of the Power Source 1800 power plant and high-efficiency solar panel designed to provide endless electricity. That's right.